Kyle has to do a concert tomorrow.
Yes.
So so we're doing this today. Why are we dressed like glam 80s rockers? A big piece wants to know.
What a great question, Chris. Can you fill them in on what exactly is about to go on here?
Well, here's a hint.
That's why I say every thorn has its rose.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
So I thought, hey, Sammy Cat, is look up some classic stuff from Bret Michaels, including a few interviews. He gave advice on Oprah.
Oprah needs a lot of help from Bret Michaels.
You both look like homeless Brets. Then the illusion is complete. But we do have cool rings.
Oh, yeah, and the ring.
This is all gifts from you guys.
Skeksy's ring.
You're the weirdos. We didn't buy these, along with... So if you want to send stuff...
So I came in today thinking to myself, I really want to improve my likability.
Oh,
because 2 times in the last episode, Chris said, I'm worried about Kyle's likability. And so I decided that I wanted to extend an olive branch to all the whores in Canada. Yeah, so I met a few nerds in Brockville, Canada, which is in the province of Ontario, by Lake Ontario.
I know province.
And I got to fool around with a couple girls.
Whoa, Coco J!
That's all I really meant. By, hey, Coco J, that is awesome!
Thank you for joining us.
I'm sure that there's Canadian girls that are repulsed by me, and that's fine.
You think so? Is that your theory?
How am I doing on likability? Is it... It started out as a retraction and then just ended up ignorant.
My God.
So let's get started. All right, let's get started.
There's a bunch of pictures of me being stupid, so it's hard to pick the right one. Cause got the shoes, all right, so we got the same guy here on the shoe and on the shirt, right? And that's working out pretty good. But what I wanted to share with the shoe likers is a whole cavalcade of Van Gogh again, self-portrait. Here we got Claude Monet. So it's all the paint splatters and everything, and there you think it's all just brown, but there's a little bit of blue in here that really sets it off. Like this blue right here. Munch. The Scream. I got the Scream Vans. If it's yellow here, it's red on the other pair, and if it's red on the other pair, it's yellow here, and versa versa and all that. That's a cool one. Another museum one. And then this is like a mural stuff on it.
So
God, I look amazing.
Okay. All right, so let's get to it. Let's pop off. Do people still say that? Pop off? Or does that just mean...
You know, every time I say like kind of a 90s-ism, it's like saying or something, either the viewers or like I'll be hanging out with my son, he's 18, and he'll be like, Dad, don't say that. That means basically male climact.
Right.
Right.
Busting.
Right. We were busting on something the other day, and people were like, "Oh, please don't bust on anything. That is not how to increase your likability, Kyle."
No.
Which I am all about.
I mean, I regret saying that.
Repairing my likability. This is amazing.
Gil, protect Mom.
Okay, Dad.
They still got that 90210 guy.
He looks great.
He looks just like the Funko Pop behind us, with that dark mustache.
Oh!
Bret Michaels.
He recovered. A rock star.
Okay.
Hold on tight.
Rockstar recovery. I would watch this all day.
We probably need to do every Sharknado.
At this point, it's not going to hurt us.
Right. We're only 10 years behind the curve of popularity, like with everything else.
Yeah. Let's start a podcast.
Oh, and you don't?
Is that Ashley Simpson?
Did your parents never send you to camping? You just stayed home all summer watching TV? Then you're gonna love Back to the Sofa.
After a good bussin'?
Yeah! 90210, dear. Boom,
That
bro.
did not look masculine, by the way. Slow motion did not help.
After this.
Where's more Bret?
Snot beaches. Don't get better than this.
Yeah! Look at
Hey, Bret, your tour ends here.
Dude, look, he like stabbed. This is great.
Oh, no!
No, his tour ended there. Wow. You know, this is why we created the channel.
Yes, it does.
That was so good.
Wrong bus, Bret.
You betch. Okay. Wow. Okay, home run. Well, that was a mistake because now we're going to slow it down. Hold on. With an interview that someone sent us a while ago, and I thought we'd like pop in and out of it. We don't have to watch. We're not watching the whole
Let
thing.
me get a little fashion insight real quick.
Go for it.
We have a plunging neckline poison t-shirt with an animal print kind of shoulder thingy with the goth red hair and the I don't mind being spanked bangs. And then we have Bret Michaels, twice her age. She doesn't know who Poison is. She barely knows what Rock of Love is. Someone told her to interview him.
If Bret and Corey got into a fist fight, who do you think would win?
It would be Bret.
Bret would annihilate him.
Bret would beat Corey into a pulp.
Yeah, it wouldn't. What? He'd push him over and he'd shatter.
So when we watched the Bret Michaels movie, we actually saw how cut he is under that black t-shirt.
Shredded.
Kind of like how Chris is. And even though I don't know if he can fight, he definitely has some muscle, which Corey has never demonstrated. One of the best examples of that is the one that we thought was an action movie and turned out to be just them boning all the time. What was that called?
Yeah, you guys suggested that we watch Blown Away.
Blown Away. And there's a scene where he's like digging something or putting in a post or something.
It does look masculine.
Right. And then he does something masculine and then he follows it up with something that any of us could do that he couldn't do.
That he couldn't do. So, yeah.
Right now.
Does Philbin actually look kind of tough right now?
A little bit.
A little bit. Good for you, man.
You know, it's not some quick thing.
He's not tough, but he doesn't look insanely out of place.
You don't put the signs right next to each other.
Put them right next to each
just
other.
read the one that's over there.
I need you to... All right, don't do that on camera.
He just ruined everything. You're like, man, check out how buff he is. Aww. So I think Bret's the fighter.
Back to the early days, the early look, and I said, here's the deal, I can't do that. I said, I'm going to have to walk away from this because it has a shelf
Why
life.
are you showing the camera? The camera's not on you.
Acting
I know.
skills are extremely limited, but if you live here and now in the world I'm
It's the goatee.
and you take all
This
the
is that.
and the great backstage
It's amazing.
parties, all these things that go on, I said, we will
Let's get to the most interesting part, apparently.
first show. We went into the party, and there was a girl there that was very attractive, right? And I believe her name was Lauren. I hope I'm saying this correctly.
Okay.
And I went over to her, and I could tell she wasn't having a good time. And I just said, you know, I need to state this. I'm one of those people. I do not want to be the life of the party. I want you to have the time of your life at my party. That's what turns me on. Like, in other words, I like going in there and having people have a great time. It makes me have a great time. I could tell she was hating it.
Sitting on a sofa with fake hair and wearing a stupid hat, that's what turns me on. When you see me in this setting, I am turgid as a... Nobody cares.
This is Bret Michaels from 3 months ago.
I'm looking
Or, I'm
for
sorry,
another
a month
house in the
ago.
desert.
Ready to go?
I am ready.
Oh, House Hunters.
Wow.
Well, it's his house.
Welcome to my home.
Okay,
Come on.
so this is his house. That's what I saw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Heather is a realtor. Why don't she?
I don't have any pictures of me
Yet.
on the wall of my house.
Yet.
But I do have a guitar. It's a resonator guitar. It's like a dobro. Maybe someday if the channel like gets really big, I'll get like a me and Chris sofa thing to like put in here somewhere.
I don't want to see that.
Chris will pose for it.
AI all the way. But so far, digging the look, the aesthetic is the Rock of Lovey type of thing mixed with that. I don't know where he lives. He has a
It's
Steelers.
the Southwest.
Yeah, but he has a. Is he from?
His Midwest is close to the Steelers because he said that before. He had Steelers.
Wall.
We see the picture,
All
Brett.
of the
We see it.
finest guitars. These are my guitars from my guitar collection I designed.
Oh.
I just want you to know I did not make this up myself.
God damn
My
it.
daughters and Christy had this made. This was
He made it up himself.
designs I'm gonna leave.
He has a cutout, a fat head of himself in the upper left corner. Can you guys see that? That's
Can
awesome.
you guys buy that for me?
First instrument I learned to play was a harmonica, but I realized that was probably never going to get me girls. And you just get a chance to see platinum records.
That white guitar with the cross on it,
Yep.
$700 used.
Is that good or bad?
Well, that's a lot of money.
Over just 32 million records sold. One of the most important things I did in his house was
Let's look at his security system. You know, you could take a picture of this and
Brett's
study it.
got shoes. Brett's got tapes. Bragging about strips. Give me a break. That's how we treat people that have stuff.
Kyle's gone off the rails again. I bet this ain't the show that Chris had planned. But let's be real, it's always been bad.
Are you playing the song?
Yeah. He's telling you how to sneak past his security cameras.
He is. Here are the blind spots. Look at the
Right.
top. Is that his wife right there? And then his daughter's on the.
Why are there...
So the wife.
That's got to be his wife, right?
It's fine. We'll move past it. Ooh, I have that same trash can. $70.
Oh, I have a trash can like that, but mine's a double flip top.
That makes me feel.
Those are expensive, man.
We saved for it.
My came with a dent in it, and I'm like, we're sending this back. And Heather's like, calm down. I have to look at this every day.
right here.
Let's see what
Nice pantry.
Let's see what he eats because we're weirdos like that. He buys Hunt's.
That's a lot of tomato
He
cans.
buys Hunt's tomato pan.
Met RX, what is that for your butt?
Diet Snapper. Don't
Oh, because he has to watch his blood sugar. He's got the beatus.
say it like that.
Let me take you on down there. I'm
Little
gonna-
scooter?
What?
Is that a gas-powered scooter?
In his house? What does he love? He just loves the
He
fumes.
doesn't give a shit. Look at me run a 2-cycle engine inside my house.
By the way, these shows are usually really phony. No kidding, but they're phony in the sense that they're not moving.
No, and they're not going to buy any of the houses. And the 6 months later, Bret decided to.
Whoa! Now that's what I call a subscriber, I'm assuming. I love sofa.
Now that's what a Cala subscriber donated $2. I love sofa.
I love sofa too. Thank you for being here. Now that's what I call a subscriber.
Yeah. And we did get your message, so hopefully we get your package soon.
Yeah, I re-upped the mailbox, and the mailbox is turning and burning content left and right. Everyone's enjoying being part of the set, being part of the show. It's fantastic. Oh, about drag queens, I have direct access to somebody who makes professional drag queen outfits.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really.
Kyle's got shoes, Kyle's got tapes. Bragging about his trips, give us a break.
I'm not
Well,
laughing.
we did this for Corey.
You're right. We did do this before.
Well, there's CC.
So this was during the Tony Awards in 2014, or I don't know.
Tony? What does he have to do with the Tonys?
I don't know. Pay attention. It's happening in 8 bits. That poor guy. Oh! God! Dude, nailed! Real time. Hold on.
Oh, I almost ran out of breath.
Oh, man, that hit him right in the face.
This is wonderful. He couldn't see it coming down because of the brim of the hat.
The hat. I can barely. Yeah, and the hair extensions.
Yep, and the hair. I guess the thing closest to that is we.
Hey-oh.
Whoa!
Ellie.
Ellie donated £2.
£2?
Every rose has its thorn. Smiling face with hearts emoji.
Hey.
Conversely, every thorn has its rose. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Ellie.
Thank you. £2. was on, it was called Life Class on Oprah's own network.
Wimone.
No, SLC, this is not a new schedule. We don't have a schedule. We're trying to just do stuff. He has a concert tomorrow that he's playing in, so he can't do, so he blew you off.
I'm playing in a 25-member Latin jazz big band.
So he's the white guy that'll be in it.
I'm not the only white guy.
Okay.
But there are some.
So he was on the OWN network on this show called Life Classes. This is very serious, so I'm not saying laugh, but let's take a look.
Let's see if it's worth busting on.
Oh, Sanam is my friend.
Yeah.
I met Sanam actually through her husband. We worked together, or
Right.
kind of in the same area.
Right.
It's just him.
And I was drawn to Sanam because Sanam is a dreamer. You know, she goes for, but I lost my dreams.
Gotcha.
Look how real this is.
Today, because
To Bret?
I just told Sanam that I felt like a failure to my little girls.
Oh my.
You know, when I was 19, joined the Navy, I was a lifer.
He is showing more compassion in his eyes than he ever showed to any of the girls on Rock of Love.
That is 100% true.
That is, I don't know if it's because of some pressure from the audience to look like you care, but
he's just talking about people's life and not talking about strippers who are trying to go on dates with him, even though he already has a wife and 2 daughters. There's a difference in the setting.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Right.
I was gonna do 20 years.
We didn't know if he was capable of being authentic, and he really is.
What was there for me at 40? And I found out I was pregnant, got out, got married, and I gave up that for my daughters. And it just seems like I've been giving up and giving up and giving up for everybody else. And I'm so far from my dreams that I may cling to her because I don't want her to give up. You know, you see people and you cling to them because you're able to see, like, okay, there's hope.
So let's hear what he has to say about this.
To come in here. So say sincerely, thank you for sharing it, right? That's huge. Okay. So you've already jumped the biggest hurdle. The biggest hurdle was, they say in anybody trying to come out of that, going through life. That's what I think. I'd be lying to say that a lot of us go through life and we take those punches. It's how we react to them. And I'm not going to say, again, to stand up here in this class and say it's a breeze.
It's a class.
What I'm saying is,
of course it is.
How can I help you do that? First thing I'm going to say is you like this energy and you guys have a great friendship and a great partnership, right? To be able to go and join the military, that's huge. To be able to walk out and say, I know that college wasn't it, right? And do that. That's big because most people just fake their way through that and party like most of my friends did. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Most of them party, they come out and they go, what did I even get a degree? I don't even know what I'm, you know what I mean? But you chose, you found a purpose and you did it, right? The next thing is if that makes you feel good, part of it, I can't say that this is the answer, but it's a suggestion. Maybe the two of you form a way to have these discussions. Do you know how many people would want to have the discussion you just had? And in finding yourself, you help other people find themselves.
Okay.
He's gone up way higher in my esteem. Like, when he's not just wrangling whores, he's a kind of an insightful dude. He says, you've given up a lot of things to be a parent. All of us do.
When's the next challenge? Dumpster dive.
So what I want you two to do is get on these motorcycles and then jump into a dumpster, try to find a guitar pick
for my love,
and then you can eat dinner next to the dumpster that you just crawled out of as a reward.
But that's not happening.
No, that's not happening. He's kind of killing it on this shit. Now, eventually we're going to go watch the Bret Michaels Pimp My RV or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to scrub through that one pretty hard. But he's going to say a lot of stuff like, my inspiration for doing this for you was such and such, when really just an RV customizer already had a plan and then had Bret Michaels present it. Kind of like the guys on Top Gear. They're presenters.
Yes. So, I don't know. He doesn't really say a lot in this. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but there wasn't a lot said. but he did get some compassion going towards the other people. Certainly empathy.
Yeah.
So that's good, right?
So great.
This should have been, okay, can you imagine Corey Feldman in this class? It would have been it would have been.
Well, it would have been a lot like the marriage boot camp thing where he's like, you know what? This actually reminds me of my experience when I was, kind of like how I do with everything.
Kinda. His tour does end here. Let's finish. Let me hear what he's saying at the end there.
Through it every day. Look at it this way. For the way you're feeling and what you let out, it can only get better from here. It can only get, this is it, and now we're going to go up. All right? And I mean that sincerely. I want to, sincerely. All right?
What a strange show.
From here, all right? Okay? We're not going to have this discussion in a year. And a year from now, me and Oprah are going to be asking you for a job. All right? Well, me, not Oprah. I won't say. She's about to fire me, isn't she, right now? Go right ahead.
Well, are those tweets right there that people are?
In every measurable way, I like Bret Michaels for this better than I like Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah. Oh, completely.
Right.
Oh,
like,
yes.
I want to watch the Dr. Michaels show.
Would you guys, would you seriously give it a shot if he came on and started doling out life advice like this, like serious, not rock of hua?
And
I think so.
And at the end, they all get matching tattoos, and that's how he builds out his tattoo sleeve.
Dude, every week.
Like, that's kind of like how we got our tattoos.
Yeah.
Is like they're all ceremonial and sacred.
Yeah, this is the one where Kyle burped on me. That episode is crazy.
This is the one where I brought up something that was really important to me and kind of pivotal to my life, and then Chris was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
And I cut it out.
I might just go for this look. I'm not that far away from it.
You're not.
When I go get my hair cut, I think I'm going to get, like, highlights. It's going to look kind of like this.
It won't hurt.
It's better than Dr. Phil.
It's way better.
It's Dr. Bret.
He's a compassionate dude, and he's empathetic. Plus, he can schmooze well. Hence, how he can get a whole bus full of hoobas to compete for him in dumpster diving and mud football.
You know what? I think he could really help these bitches. I think he could do a lot to help those bitches not be whores. Thoughts and prayers? Can we watch that real quick?
No, because that's when he actually. That's because he had a brain tumor.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's real stuff.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. He also had cancer and he had chemo and some other stuff. He'd been going through some stuff, not just the beatus.
Yeah, well, I'm glad for him. I'm not ever here to rip on Bret Michaels.
No.
I've actually admitted in a couple of the episodes along the way that I'm jealous of him.
You do. You do. Holly nailed you. Read that. Kyle looks like Julia Roberts in the beginning of Pretty Woman. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's Bret had the guts to get out there and be himself, and was lucky enough to kind of match the zeitgeist of the era and just be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And good for him. It's got to happen to somebody. Why not Bret? I would like for Corey to not be famous anymore. I think that'd be a good thing for him.
I think it'd be a good. You're right. I think that would be a good thing for him.
Right.
Because it's enough, and there's like been some drama going on. We talked about it on our podcast we just filmed before this, and
yeah, we have a podcast.
Yeah. What about it? What?
Do you want to fight about it?
What?
If you do, send us a message, and maybe we'll invite you to the podcast.
We like you. We were even thinking maybe
we're helping the youths by podcasting.
That thing nobody does anymore and everyone despises.
Right.
Yeah. 10 years from now, we're going to launch our own couch coin or something. Rake it in. So anyway, thanks for watching this part. We are going to move on.
There's way more episodes. Yeah, we're moving on, but I think we found something.
I think so too.
Pew, pew. Okay.
Look at these robots in context, because the next video, it has nothing to do with them.
I had these robots custom made just to impress everyone on the channel, and we're so glad that you came along for this thing on the Bret Michaels with all the stuff. I'm back to the sofa.
take off your shoes. Time for you to step off.
The hair, the wig is really, really, really hot. Oh.
All right, so there's that. Where's the
Oh my
extensions?
God. See, guys, this is the behind-the-scenes stuff that you just won't get anywhere else because people don't bother to put it on because it's not worth your time.
Well, why would you watch this?
I don't know. Woo!
Where's the goddamn bangs? I need them.
You need your bangs?
Let me bang, bro.
Give me my bangs, bro.